Hey guys, Miss Kowalczyk here, and today's lesson is actually for the parents, and it is just showing you the steps that you need to take in order to teach your child multiplication if you're doing multiplication at home. So I'm going to work you through the 4 steps that we have that we teach in class, starting with the one that we teach first thing in year 1 and working all the way up to what we teach at the end of year 2. There is word problems as well. I'm not going to put that in this one because they just take the strategies and put it onto the word problems. So I'm not going to go over that one, but we're going to go over the first 4 steps. All right, so these are the steps in order to teach multiplication at Whitefriars School. So our first step is grouping. And this one, if you're in year 1, you like to use pictures. If you're in year 2, usually we just use circles or ticks, but you can use either for this one. So if we have the equation 2 times 5 here. So we know that our key numbers are 2 or 5. And we know that with multiplication, it can go either way. So we could write it 5 times 2 or we could write it 2 times 5. It doesn't matter, the answer is the same. So that means that there's also 2 ways to solve it. So the first way is to take our first number, which is 2, and draw 2 circles. So we've used our first number. Now, if children are having trouble grasping this, I get them to cross out the number that they've used so that they know what other number they need to use. So here I've crossed out 2 because I've done 2 circles. Now the next thing we need to do is we have the number 5 here. 5. So we need to do 5 items, 5 pictures, 5 ticks, anything inside each of the circles. So each circle needs to have 5. So I'm just going to do, let's do smiley faces because I'm in a really happy mood today. So let's do some smiley faces. So we have, if my pen will let me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 in my one circle, and now I need to move on to my other circle. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've done 2 circles and we've put 5 in each circle. And now we need to count them all together. So we need to count all of our smiley faces that we have done. So we have 1, sorry guys. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we count the other one. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 smiley faces all together. So our answer is then 10. Or you could do it the other way. So you could do 5 first. So we've done 5 circles here. And then you had to put 2 in each circle. So we've done our 5 circles and then we can put 2 in each circle. So I'm going to do just ticks for this one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we do the same thing. We've done 2 in each of our 5 circles, so now we need to count them all together. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 ticks. So if you look here, no matter what way we do it, we get the same answer of 10. So this step is called grouping, and there's 2 ways that they could do it, but we get the exact same answer. So you can teach them both ways, you can teach them one way, but as long as they know that multiplication can go both ways. So it could be 2 times 5 or it could be 5 times 2. All right, so that is step 1 of our multiplication. Step 2 of our multiplication is repeated addition. So this just means you're going to add however many times. So here we have 10 times 6. So I encourage the children to see what number they know how to count in. So for example, in year 2, we know how to count in 2s, 5s, and 10s. So looking here, we have 10 or we have a 6. We're not going to try to count in 6 because we don't know how to count in 6 yet. So we're going to count in 10s. So we then write 10 plus need to do is we need to add 10 6 times, because it's 10 times 6. So there's 1, 2, plus 10, 3, plus 10, 4, plus 10, 5, plus 10, 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So equals. So we have 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals. And now all we need to do is add it together. And we know how to count in tens. So all we're going to do is count in tens 6 times. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So 10 times 6 equals 60. So that is how you do repeated addition. You take the one number that you know how to count in, and you add that number however many times the other number is. All right, so that's step number 2. And now we are moving on to step number 3. Step number 3 is arrays, and children usually really like this step, but it is a bit tricky. So this step is probably the step that we take the longest on, just because it is a bit tricky to figure out how to draw the arrays. All right, so I've drawn them here, but I'm actually going to do one with you. Okay, so we're going to do 5 times 3 equals. So this is just rows and columns. So you take your first number, so 5, and you do 5 rows. So just do 5 dots down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're going to do that 3 times. So we've done it 1 time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2 times now. And now we do it once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the way to check if you've done this correctly is to count the number of rows and the number of columns you have done. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5. That's good. Okay? And then we count the number of columns. 1, 2, 3. We have 3. That's good. So we have done our array correctly. Now we need to count them all together. So we go, you can either count one by one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Or if you're confident to count in one of the numbers, so for example 5s, we know how to count in. So if you're confident in counting in one of the numbers, you can just count in that number. So 5, 10, 15. So our answer is 15. And because it is multiplication, it can go either way. So here we've done 5 rows and 3 columns. You can also do it 3 rows and 5 columns. So I'll show you that one quickly as well, okay? So let's use 3 first. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we've used 3, so we need to do 3 5 times. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We need to do it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to do it one more time. 1, 2, 3. So let's double check. So we have 1, 2, 3. Good. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And now we need to add them all together. So, sorry, going off the screen there. So same thing. You can either count in 5s or you can count one by one. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Or you could go 5, 10, 15. So our answer, no matter which way we do our array, is 15. So that's step number 3. And the final step that we teach in year 2 is on a number line. Now your children have worked on number line with addition and subtraction. They also work on a number line for multiplication and division. So it's really important to know how to do a number line. So I've done one set one up here with you, but I'm gonna work with you on how to set it up because this is the one that the children have trouble with the setup. They know how to do it, but they just have a little bit of trouble with the setup. All right, so I'm gonna set up 5 times 3 for you. You can see I've already done it, but I'm gonna set it up with you this time, okay? So the first thing you need to do is you need to draw a number line. Now, I can't use a ruler on this board because then it would make marks, but at home you would encourage your child to use a ruler so it's nice and straight. Okay, so I draw my number line, going straight across the page. And with multiplication, you always start with 0. So no matter what, with multiplication, you are going to start with 0. So on the left-hand side of your number line, you're going to put a 0. Now you're going to look at your equation. So we have 5 times 3. And like I said before, in year 2, we know how to count up in 2s, 5s, and 10s. So with 5 times 3, we know how to count up in 5s. Okay, so we are going to count in 5s this time. So what you do is you take the number that you're not confident with. So here, we're not confident with 3. So we're going to take 3, and we're going to do that many jumps. Now with the jumps, make sure they're big enough so the children can write in the middle of them and that there's space at the bottom as well to write the numbers, okay? So we are going to do 3 nice big jumps. 1, 2, 3. So we've used our number 3, so you can cross that out if your child feels confident that way. And then we have the number 5 left. And we know how to count up in 5s. So what you need to do now is you need to put 5 in each of the jumps so that the children know what they are counting in. So 5, 5, 5. And now all you do is count in 5s. So 0, 5, 0, 5, 10, 15. So 5, 10, 15, there's no more jumps. So our answer is then 15. So 5 times 3 equals 15. All right, so those are the steps for multiplication that we teach at Whitefriars School in Key Stage 1. If you have any questions about that, feel free to email the school and ask them to send it to me, and I will reply as quickly as I can. Thanks for listening today, guys, and I will hopefully get up a subtraction and a division 1 sometime next week, all right? Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye-bye.